Hi everyone! You are watching our new TV show, The Immigrant Show. In this program, guests from different countries of the world tell their stories of immigrating to the USA. My name is Katerina Karpunina. I'm from Ukraine and I'm ready to introduce our new guest, Natalia Blackmore. And
hello everyone!
Never give up and follow love is the main credo of our guest from Ukraine. She didn't know English, but she learned it in the US. She wanted love, and then she met her husband online. You know what? And also, leaving her dream job, she decided to move to the USA. And I don't know, is it fate or the decision of the heart? Let's find out right now.
We'll try.
Hello again.
Hello, Katya.
I'm so excited that you are in my show.
I'm so excited here be too.
Yeah? How are you doing today?
I'm great.
You great?
Yes.
You need relief.
Yes, I'm trying to.
You need to think songs. So, how was your summer, by the way?
It's going great. It's kids still at school, and we'll enjoy started enjoying the end of this week when they will be ended their school.
Do you have some plans for this summer?
Not so much, just enjoy life, and get relaxed.
Yeah, I think this year was so different, yeah?
Yeah.
So different. Before our interview, I have some warm-up game.
Okay.
It's like task, but so I have the beginnings of the sentences, and you need to finish it.
Okay.
It's very easy. I believe in
love.
To survive in the USA, you need
Supportive family and a purpose.
to move to the USA, you must have.
Desire.
If someone had told me that I would live in the US,
I would laugh at that person.
Is it a joke? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
When I think about Ukraine,
I wish for victory.
if I have troubles in my life, I will.
Try to find another way.
Something I wish for in my life are
To be a good mother and support my kids.
That's great. A person needs only 3 things. These are
Health, love, and family.
and glory to Ukraine.
Glory to heroes.
It's gonna be our password for this show, guys. If you know, glory to Ukraine, glory to heroes. So, 14 years ago, Natalia, a young girl, decided to move to the USA.
It was not so young girl,
What was your age?
34.
34.
Yes.
But it's young.
Yes,
It's young.
compare with now.
So, you are from the charming city of Rivne, and you didn't have a dream, yeah? You wanted to laugh. You wanted to laugh. And for what reason did you decide to move to the USA?
I decided to move to the USA. It was not decision of one day, and to be married with my future husband, have family, kids together.
Mm-hmm.
That was my reason.
And I think it's so interesting story about your future husband. How was it?
I met my future husband online.
Online?
Yes, online.
I'm not that person, but it's good. It's good. Can keep going.
Okay. One summer, we have a long vacation. Teachers. I was working as a teacher. A teacher has a long vacation, and I load my picture online. What I could do is just put likes, because you need pay an extra money to send the text some sentences. Right?
Yeah, sure.
And he answered. He was able to write me. He added me to his account. We started communicating. A few days we exchanged phone numbers. We started to learn about each other. And after we started a video chat, of course, it was day by day. Sometimes it was hard because of different time.
Yeah.
His morning, my late night.
Oh, sure, 6-7 hours.
7 hours,
wow.
yeah. It's a 7 hours different time, and I waited. I started feel. I wait for his calls. I wait for his good morning. He's still sending me every morning good morning text messages.
Really, and now even.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
God.
if like it's 12 o'clock afternoon, I didn't get that message, honey, everything okay? Like, you know, what's going on? I didn't get my good morning. And yeah, I started miss that person. I learned about his life, what does he do for job, he learned about me. And in 6 months, he decided to visit me first time.
Where was it?
I met him in Kiev, and we took a bus to Rivne. We spent like 2 weeks was his vacation. We spent most of in Rivne. I don't remember first time here. I introduced him to my parents. I introduced him to some of my closest friends. Like, you know, I didn't do it officially. I don't know how it will be going. It's just a few months, it's like, you know. And yeah, we visited Lviv. Like I of course, I organized some.
It's very romantic.
I organized something. Yeah, we spent amazing a few days in Lviv. He loves it. It's like, you know, that history or old history and everything. And we visited Ostrih city, and most of time spent in Rivne. Yeah, even he was leaving after he back to United States, and we started communicate again, continue,
more and more.
We started think about be marriage.
Ooh.
But to be married, it's like you cannot imagine how long it's process. You need to prepare a lot of paper. Yeah, you need show a lot of proofs.
And
because I came to United States on visa K1. It's a that 90 days fiancé visa. You can see it's on TV show.
Yeah, tell us about what is it? What is it? It's first time when I understand what is it? 90
days
fiancé.
Yeah, they have shown TV. Actually, I watched that show first time like just a few years ago here. If you see that with my husband on the couch, he hold hands. Like those emotions, what people show on that show, it's real. It's what I went through and him went through. And like my husband visited after me during the summer. In the 6 months again, we spent amazing vacation together with him, and. I signed up that summer paper, and he signed up paper. He sent it to immigration some office. I don't know, here somewhere. Like, you know, I was that time not so in paperwork. And we started wait. We waited for a few months. I think like 6 months maybe again. And I got answer, like I got invitation to embassy.
Yeah.
I need to set up an appointment to have my interview. I have to bring ton of proofs. I didn't see him first time. Like I know it's ton of paper. I'm so glad. Most of that paper and proofs my husband was doing. Like, you know, like I nothing didn't do. Be honest, like yeah.
And listening to you, I understand you are such a trusting and decisive person.
No, I don't think so. Like, you know, I'm not trusting strangers. So, like, yeah, I have to learn about.
But you
believed him. No, but I knew before we had interview in at the embassy. I knew him for 1.5 years. It's 1.5 years. Yes, it's not just like, you know, in the 6 months I went to embassy. Okay, I want to go.
Like 3 days after. Him, like, okay, I'm ready to get married with you.
Yeah, it was 1.5 years. It was his 3rd visit. He came to go with me together to embassy. He was on my interview. He didn't do nothing. We just like, most of a few questions they asked me. He just standed next to me. After they give you ticket.
Yeah.
You don't know, it's kind of colorful, you don't know it's yes or no. It just told me, okay, go leave your passport in that office. I said, okay, you know, you like in fog, like you like don't understand nothing, something happening around you, but you like kind of slow emotions, like, you know. Okay, I understood. In a few minutes I got approved. I can move to United States, and I left my passport. We're back to Rivne. I started meet my friends, my students, my parents, and saying like, tell them officially, because before, like I didn't tell nobody, like people. I decided to be married. We didn't know to last moment. If I didn't get visa, nothing could be happened.
So, how did your parents and friends react to your choice to move to the USA?
Parents reacted surprisingly quiet. Quiet, yes. You know, like I was giving them information. They knew him from first visit. They knew him as well for 1.5 years. They saw him on real life. And
Did they like him?
um,
It's
like-
another culture. It's like another person.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
another
different.
person, but he was always so kind, so patient with me. Like, you know, like I don't know, like parent just was listening information, and I don't
Just-
remember they say like no.
It's your choice.
Yes, it's your choice. Like, but I didn't hear yes, go. Like, you know, you can go. Of course, try. I didn't hear those words either. Like, you know, and my friends wish me good luck. I told just my super close friends. Like, you
Wow.
know, if you and my students been crying. Like, yeah, I went to school. I told my boss when I come back from Kiev, because he gave me like. In the middle of the busy school year, I came to the boss and said, "Can you give me like 2 weeks, please? I need it. Like, I cannot be at school." And he gave me, didn't ask any questions. When I come back, went to his office. I said, "I'm leaving." He said, "I knew that." I don't know how,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, he didn't ask any more questions. Just wish me good luck. But I went to meet my student last time after school, like in a classroom. Everybody been crying. And my future husband was with me. And
really?
we exchanged emails. I told them it's not different planet people, like, you know, don't worry, I still will be here.
I just wanted to say that it's like, yeah, it's a big step, but it was fate or something. But I understand it was love. So
Yes.
you did everything because of love.
Yes,
That's
of
great.
course.
But how did you communicate with him in English? Because you didn't know English before.
You know, I told you I had my Nokia with buttons, or Samsung,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember. He had iPhone kind of like already at that time, like 14 years ago he came with his iPhone. But I had this size dictionary. Yes, in my purse. That purse almost was scary each time
Oh my
on his
God,
shoulder. Yes. You know, that was for a while, that dictionary with me. Still, I started some classes here. That dictionary was always with me.
So this dictionary is so important for you even now.
Yes, I still have it.
Oh yeah, you use it.
No.
And tell me, how did you start learning the language, and did you have any difficulties?
Oh, of course. I want to tell you, like, I study English at school. I study English at the university. But I don't know why. I didn't have a reason to study it. It's kind of, it was those classes you knew you never will not use that information. You
Sure.
never will not use that language. It was so hard for me, like still my kids telling me, "Mom, you're like perfectionist, like, you know, you want everything perfect." Like, I understand now with my kids it cannot be possible. Like, you know, I try to like calm down. But like at that time I was studying, I had good grades, like, you know, but that English, it was like not just for me. I told myself, I think like big test, I had like final test in the 9th grades, like from the middle school when you go to high school. And I told myself, okay, I will try to pass the test, but I don't need this English. I never will not use it. I never will not go, like, I started thinking like, where I can use English? Okay, I never will not go to United States, and I never will not go to England. You know, just I said, like, when I met my husband, how hard that time I started learn English from the beginning. Yeah, I knew like cat, mother, sister, father, brother, like, you know, it's all. But how was hard, I remember my words. Like, you know, I'm telling my kids now, never say never. Like,
Never
you know,
say never. Yeah.
it returned to me like as karma, like it's a good karma,
that's
but
great.
you know, it's a great
Yeah.
karma for me, but like,
Sometimes you don't know where you can use it, and in some moment when you so need it, you can.
yes, you don't have it.
Can a person learn English on his own, or is it necessarily to have a friend or to have a teacher, tutor?
Like, depend of person. I think in the beginning you need to have a teacher. Like my teacher, when I started like continue relationship with my husband, I still was living in Ukraine. My teacher was great, my friend from same school. She was an English teacher. I was taking with her classes, and she was so pushing me, like, you know, be honest, when I was preparing my homework,
Yep.
I was crying. I said, too much, like, I cannot do it, like, you know, too much, but still was continue do it. And I appreciate her. She was strict with me. She was my best friend, actually. She was so strict with me, but she pushed me so hard. She pushed me so hard, yeah.
That's
In the beginning,
so-
yes. Maybe after, like now,
Yeah.
I can open book if I don't know a few words, if I don't know a few terms. Of course, I open my dictionary, like, you know, take iPhone.
Yeah, and
like,
you will
a few
understand it.
seconds, I know translate. How can translate it?
And by the way, your English now is very advanced. And what are your tips for newcomers, for people who wanna in a new country and or just want to know new language?
You know, when I came to United States, my English was like this, maybe. Like, you know, my husband, what was good, my husband knew my level. He tried to communicate with me with easy words, tried to explain me everything. He was so patient with this, like, and still now, like, you know. And here, you have to, what was my help here for me, it's in 2 weeks, when I spent here 2 weeks vacation, like just relax and everything, I said, okay, now I'm bored. Like kids might now say, Mom, what we doing next day? What we doing tomorrow? I'm bored. Like, my husband founded Keene Community Education School. They had the classes, ESL classes, English second language for adult. And in 2 weeks, I've been in that class already. Like, my teacher recommended me because I didn't have a job, I didn't drive. Said, if you're able, take all classes, beginners, intermediate, advanced classes, all classes what you can visit, you can take all of them. I was taking like 5 classes a week, like, you know, but it was so helpful that time. First, it's community. You find the people same as you, with accent, with not perfect language, and
like your friends, you know, when somebody don't know about something and you have the same trouble, just like, oh, I'm your friend because we don't know English. It's absolutely. What about work? America is country of hardworking people, and you have clear goal in your life, and each person can say it. Is it generally difficult to find a job in America?
Yes, like first year, everywhere where I was sending application, it was online. It was a simple job at the store I was looking, you know, I understood my level of English. And nobody answered me. What I could put in my paperwork, like previous job, previous experience. It's like teacher from Ukraine, like, you know, nobody answered me. But after one lady from ESL classes, she was living to her country for 6 months. It's a long term. And she just recommended me to her boss to take me for those 6 months on her position. And I appreciate him. He took me. Yeah, and that was my first job, first experience. Like, I would recommend people, like, just find your community, find first friends, learn about them. They will help you, like, you know, it can happen.
Yeah, guys, here in America or in different countries, you need to have
same
friends.
as Ukraine,
Of course. What was your career in Ukraine, and maybe you want to continue this activity here?
Yeah, I was educated, I had master's degree, like I was educated like elementary teacher and an art teacher. And for over 10 years I was working as an art teacher at the school, and I did classes at the computer academy. It was graphic and art history. Here, when I moved here, of course, my first place was for me to build a family, to have a kids, to learn English and how communicate with people. Is some way I was looking one time, you know, how you can prove your diploma and everything, because I have everything translated. But you know, life is so fast. Like, you know, life is so fast.
If you want something, you do something, and after it's just today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. It's just, oh my God, it's New Year.
Hello. yes, you're right. You know, I feel like I said, I was asking my friends, it's because I have kids now. Why it's so fast? It's so
Why
fast.
it's so
like, you know.
fast?
But you know, I had experience here. I had experience to teach here through Keene Community Education. My English teacher at that time, my friend, introduced me to her boss. They offered me classes. They're doing classes for adults in the evening. Cooking, art classes. I was doing for 2 seasons before Easter. I was doing classes. It's a decorated Easter eggs with Petrikivka technique.
Yeah, by the way, it's Ukrainian technique for painting. That's so amazing.
It's so bright, it's so colorful, it's connected with nature, all elements. Like, you know, it's different for people here. And like people sign up for those classes. I was so excited. I was so scared.
Yep.
Be honest, because it was like my 3rd year here, or maybe 2nd year. I don't remember already. And you know, like it was so natural for me.
It was so natural,
Yeah, it was so natural. I just like, I was scared they will not understand me. My first word was saying, listen, people, if you don't understand me, I just can show you. Like, you know, because it's art, I can show.
Of course.
But everything was fine. They told me they understood everything what I've been saying and explaining. Like, they love that. I like it.
That's great.
I like it. I'm thinking about something like, you know, who knows? Like, I would love to do something like it.
So you can do your activity here, but is it possible to work here without an American diploma?
Yes, it's possible. Yes, it's possible. But yes, you need a friend in the beginning to recommend you to get your first job, second job. Like, you know, and after it will be easier.
So you said to me about some good things and bad things in your life, how you moved here. What about your first struggles here? Because every person has moments of failure, What were your first struggles in a new country?
Well, you know, when you move here, I understood it's same planet, it's same people.
It's the same Earth,
Yeah, but you know, those details, everything different people, everything. Culture, food, holidays, how people celebrate those holidays. You know, I was not enough.
People,
like, you know, I was not enough, like our Christmas and Easter, it's like not less than 3 days.
Here, exactly.
Like, one day, family together. I'm happy my mother-in-law like hold us all together, invite, and we see each other. Done. Next day, go to work. Like, you know. We like to celebrate. One day, not enough.
If we have like in winter, we have like 1st January. It's New Year.
Yeah, it's 7 days.
7 days.
I was explaining my husband. He couldn't understand it. Said, people, what you doing 7 days? Like.
We need to relieve.
Yeah. If first I failed, it was I didn't pass my written driver's test. Yes,
Why?
I didn't pass it. I was studied, so I knew all 100 questions on memory. I knew all answers.
But
you know why? Because I understand this now. On a test was same questions, but they've been using different words. Like different words. It's
terms. It's different terms.
Different terms. Yeah, like synonyms, like, you know.
Synonyms and
And
idioms.
It's like if you don't know, you don't know.
You just
that because I failed the test, like I didn't pass it. I was so angry about myself. I don't know why. Because you study so hard.
You like to do perfect.
You're like yes. I was so angry about myself. And like my husband doesn't don't touch you for 2-3 days. Like you don't, but I give you calm down. And they told me like, actually you can come back in 10 days. And like after 1-2 days, be angry and. Okay, I don't want anything. Like, I don't want nothing. Like, I don't want any more driving. Like, I will sit like in my home. Like, I don't need it. But 2 more days at the house, no public transportation. Like, you know, you cannot communicate with friends. Go to school. I said, okay, I have to back to study it again.
Because it's so important here. Like in Ukraine, we have lots of buses and different.
I never didn't drive before. My father always had a car. Always, all his life. Like I remember, like I never didn't think to ask him, teach me.
Yeah.
I didn't need it. I have like every second, you know, like I'm from a big city. It was the biggest difference to move here. It's like every few minutes, like you have buses, minibuses, trolley buses, like, you know, everything here. But here to get from one place to another, you need to drive.
You know, I have a. It's not joke. It's truthful story. When I sometimes I like to walk in the evening.
Me too. You know, I feel like I was one person who was walking on the main street sometimes.
But especially in Keene, guys, New Hampshire, there are lots of squirrels.
Yes, and chipmunks.
And chipmunks with squirrels. So it's good. It's good party. Have you ever thought of giving up everything and returning to Ukraine?
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Even now, because
I was telling this to face to my husband, like, you know, and I was crying on my pillow. It was during the first 2 years. Maybe first year was the hardest one. After, you know, after when you become pregnant, you have different reasons, like, you know, you're having kids, like when you just got the kids, like set up your family, it's like kind of calm down those. But still, like in 1.5 year, no, in 2.5 years, I first time come back to Ukraine with my first daughter, and yes, I wanted back to Ukraine. I had actually money in my pocket always, like to buy tickets back. Like who knows what happened.
I got it. So, what like internal changes happened to you during your life in America?
I started be more confident in myself, and I started more flexible in our relationship with my husband.
I got
That
it.
is the biggest difference.
It's a big difference. Like your inner changes and your outlook. It's so different. You think about it, yeah.
Yes, it's everything different here.
Everything,
you know,
yeah. And what about your daughters? Actually, Natalia and I have met several times in the company of friends, and I understand how responsible she is in raising her daughters. They are so amazing, Zoya and Faina. And I have a question, like, what is it like to be a Ukrainian mother of 2 American half Ukrainian children?
You know, like I don't think it's a different to be Ukrainian mother for American kids or Ukrainian mother just for Ukrainian kids. It's just a different generation, like different time, you know. But I try to keep those Ukrainian traditions alive in our family. I try to teach them my language, you know, and like it's just different because, like, you know, information what they getting, it's much faster than we've been getting. It's different childhood. Before, like, if I need meet my friends, I just open my door, go outside, knock on their door, ask their parents, can we play together? Now, like, I'm coming back home, they communicate with friends on the phone and said, Mom, that time, that day, can I play with my friend at her house or here? Like, you know, it's happening so quick. Give me a second. I just come back. Like, give me a few minutes. Like, whose friend is it? Whose parents? Like, you know. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, I have to know. Like, I'm Ukrainian mother.
Yeah.
It's different because of different time.
And as I understand that your children know English perfectly.
Of course.
Maybe did you have time, and do they correct you your English?
Oh yes, you know, like now, last a few years, most of my oldest daughter, I actually appreciate her. She started correct me, but you know, it's not all the time. If her ears can hear something weird sound or like my pronunciations, Mom, what did you say? Started laugh just at this, because some words can be so similar, like, you know, just one sound you change can be so similar and funny, how it's quick and change meaning of those words. And she corrects me sometimes. Yeah, but we make laugh at it, and I like when people correct me.
Sometimes
my husband stopped correcting me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Before he did. Now he stopped. My best friend, she was a teacher in Keene community education. She stopped correcting me. Like, you know, we just have a friends relationship. Like, you know, if you meet each other, she doesn't need to do it. But yeah, like, I don't know why. At work last time, one of my coworker said, Natasha, can I correct you? He was so careful. He thought it will be like embarrass me. I said, oh yes, of course. I maybe started used to it. It's fine for me.
It's fine.
It's not embarrass me anymore. And I understand my English never will be perfect. I always will have my accent. He's was so careful. Can I correct you? You always say in that way, but correct to say another way. I said, oh, thank you. He was, oh, serious? You're not you find this? I said, yes, I am.
Yeah, because it's so good, especially study English in America, because everybody is American, almost everybody is American, and you don't have any better experience than here to study English.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we need to understand when it's real help for us, because English is so important, and our speaking. My friend told me about chicken and tips. All the time I said tips, chicken, and my friend said to me tips and chicken, and I said to her thank you so much, because it's so important. And now I want to raise the topic that hurts every Ukrainian. I'm also Ukrainian, and I came to the USA very recently because of war. On February 24th, 2022, Russia attacked Ukraine. The Russian army wanted to take over the country in 3 days, but our Ukrainian strength and power withstood the onslaught. Unfortunately, now large-scale actions are being conducted in the eastern and southern territories in Ukraine. And Natalia, you are Ukrainian. Almost all of your life was spent in Ukraine. What do you feel when you see such destruction in our world?
I feel scared. I feel terrible. I cannot believe it's still happening. That day when it started, I don't know why I didn't sleep. Before go to bed, usually I go much earlier to bed, and before go to bed around 12 midnight, I check news. I don't know why, I see all territory of Ukraine was bombed. I don't know what to do. I have to call my father. It's his early morning. I called my father. He slept. They bombed airport in my city, and he didn't hear that because it's far away from city. It's on big distance. I wake him up. He wake up. I couldn't believe it. After next 3 months, it was just. I didn't sleep. I think I maybe slept 3-4 hours at night. I didn't sleep. I always was in news. I was scared to miss something happened, worse with my family. My father actually has a visa to Ukraine. I opened him before COVID started. He didn't came here because of COVID. Just COVID looked like ended, started a war. I offered him to came here, but he say no. It's my home now. He's 75. He could leave, but no, he wants to stay there. It's hard.
Real patriot.
Yes, yes, he's saying same. Natasha, this is my home. This is my roof. This is my city. I'm staying here. And another part of my family been evacuated. My aunt, my cousin, her small son, 3 years old, they've been evacuated. My best friend been evacuated. But it's just women. We have to understand, from first day war started, it was announced a military time. Guys aged between 18 and 60, if I'm right, they cannot leave a country. If another country opening their doors and border for refugees and temporary moving people, it's most of women and the kids. It's most of women and kids. It's still every day I'm still wake up with reading news Ukrainian.
Yeah, of course.
If always sleeping, reading news Ukrainian. We try to help as much as we can. Organize something, yard sale, organize something collected donation. We transfer money for refugees. We transfer money to support Ukrainian heroes and army. We try to do what we can, here and be on touch with people who It's hard. It's hard. I cannot believe it still continue.
Yeah, That's so hard for everyone. Unfortunately, these actions are being conducted in our life, especially in Ukraine. And what might every compassionate person in the world do to stop this evil?
First I want to appreciate all countries, all people. They open their border and door to protect our civilians.
Yeah.
I appreciate government, different countries. They send in to our country military equipments.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Of course, but please continue do it. Don't stop. We need it. Will not end it. Don't forget about it. It's because of your help, because of our heroes, we stopped that evil on our territory, like in our country, we're holding it. But if it would be happened that what you said during the 3 first days, what was planned, and we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he will stop in Ukraine?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think he will move further to Europe. Like, thank you for your support. Just please continue do it, and we need it.
Yeah, I think, and everybody thinks that Ukraine now it's protect different countries, and all the aid that has arrived and is currently arriving in Ukraine is extremely helpful to our heroes for our future victory. We are so grateful to all the countries that support and protect, to help to protect our Ukrainian human hearts. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Natalia, what will be your first action when we will have our Ukrainian victory over Russia?
Oh, we will celebrate. Ukrainian likes to celebrate.
It's going to be one of the most
we will celebrate. We will buy tickets to Ukraine.
Of course. Right now, I hope Ukraine will have our victory so soon. We hope. Natalia, thank you for your amazing excursion into your life. Your story just proved that if you want something, you will definitely get it, and it's really, and never say never.
Never, yes.
And thank you for watching this video, guys. I'm so excited that today Natalia shared her story, and expect new guests very soon in our Immigrant Show. Katerina Karpunina and Natalia Blackmore were with you. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.